Mr. Beast getting canceled again.
You might have noticed I've been posting a little bit less on this channel, but it's not because of a lack of things
Ludwig.
to talk about. I could have made 3 videos on Rosanna calling out Mr. Beast, apologizing to Mr. Beast, and then, redacting said apology to Mr. Beast. But I want to make sure the videos I make are things I care about and am also informed about. And if I don't give a shit about it, I don't need to make a video. There's nothing that I'm beholden to. I don't have to push out 7 videos a week or whatever.
Yeah, because you got that money now.
And I think that's a better relationship to have. So that way, when I make something...
Nice mustache, by the way. How's mine coming in? I should have started it before, man. I always wait till like November's already started.
Something that I also want to watch because I've been thinking about it for a while. And I've been thinking about something for a while lately. And it's the new Mr. Beast drama. Not the Rosanna one. There's some new stuff. Yes, it is a bi-weekly affair these days. And if you don't know, Mr. Beast is in some hot water because he built 100 wells in Africa. But I have a bigger theory. He's not actually in hot water. And the bigger problem we have to talk about today is dog shit journalism. But first, let's get through the context. If you didn't see Mr. Beast's latest upload, he said it took him 8 months of preparation to make it a whole lot of money, but he did what the title says.
This is the first of 100 wells we're gonna build in this video. Oh, water!
And then
Did you hate on this dude for this, bro?
Myself personally, but I'm pretty sure he's not lying.
Called
That'd
it,
be pretty bad to lie about. He made 100 wells.
Families will come together.
And people were happy because then they had access to clean water. Good. That's a good thing. I feel like, yeah, we could all pretty much agree. Good that there are wells where there were not wells before. Technically, I think they're not called wells anymore. They're like boring holes. I don't know.
Boring holes sounds boring,
but there it is. And
what up, grass?
And Mr. Beast himself, right before this video came out, said, I already know I'm going to get canceled because I uploaded a video helping people, and to be 100% clear, I don't care. I'm always going to use my channel to help people and try to inspire my audience to do the same. And then smiling face with open mouth and also cold sweat emoji attached to it. And then, just like he predicted, Mr. Beast got canceled. Yup. Yahoo News.
Okay. Mr. Beast didn't get Bro, has anybody really gotten canceled in the last bit recently? Like, it seems like it's almost you can't get canceled anymore. Dude, EDP's still around. Like, who else is still around? Like, I don't think you can really cancel anybody anymore unless you let yourself get canceled. That's the real trick that people have.
Reports, while American YouTuber Mr. Beast's goal was to provide clean drinking water for 500,000 people, activists say his actions shame the Kenyan government and help perpetuate the stereotype that, quote, Africa's dependent on handouts. Whoa, pretty
that is crazy
article here from Yahoo News, and it got picked up by a couple of people. This is ridiculous.
Like, it's just like if somebody helps homeless people to say that. Same thing. Oh my God.
The thing that makes these activists mad is that Mr. Beast solved the problem for little money and little time, showing that everything's corrupt. And Colin said, report. Very journalistically, activists are upset at YouTuber Mr. Beast for building 100 wells across Africa. And then said, with a direct quote here, they're actually mad because Mr. Beast was a white male solving the problem. Quote, I've been doing this for 15 years, but we've been struggling to continue the work because of fundraising, awareness, advocacy. That all takes work, says the founder of Face Africa. And then overnight, this person comes along who happens to be a white male figure, and then he's quoting that person. And then Mr. Beast, and then quoted the Mr. Beast getting canceled. So maybe it's true. All right, maybe it's not dog shit journals. Maybe Mr. Beast is getting canceled because he's a white man who came in and solved this issue of no access to water for 500,000 people, which I think we could all
500,000
shake firm hands about and say that's dumb.
Yeah,
I think it's okay. I think if he's able to use his money and his resources to help people, I don't give a shit if he is white. Or if he is 6'3", or if he does occasionally show pictures of himself shirtless, looking quite ripped, but holding his balls somewhat hard. I have no problem with that because the good he is doing is more important.
What the fuck?
But that's not what actually happened. Like, almost none of this happened. If we actually take a look at the Yahoo article, a lot of the first people quoted in this are just supporting Mr. Beast. In fact, this person right here is a prominent activist and said, every 5 years we get elected members of parliament and senators in Kenya, a car that's worth $33,000, but we don't have money to drill boreholes for our people. So that just more so seems to be chastising the government. And then here's the quote from the activist who called out Mr. Beast. But let's actually look at the quote. Overnight, this person comes along who happens to be a white male figure with a huge platform, and all of a sudden he gets all this attention. It's a little frustrating, but it's also understanding the nature of how the world is. And then she praised Mr. Beast for shining the spotlight on the need for clean water.
Funny how that was left out.
But warned the issue's sustainability. Because what happens is a lot of people come along, they'll build a well, they'll make a borehole, but then it won't be functional in 3 to 5 years, and then they have to go back to unsafe creek water or river water or whatever. So yes, that's fair. That's a good concern to throw out there. And if in 5 years all 100 Mr. Beast boreholes are no longer working and all those people have to go back to creeks,
that's a good point.
We can talk about it at that point. But
I wonder what percentage of projects that have like built some sort of infrastructure are still functioning like 5 years later, 3 years later. I wonder if there's like a stat for that, for real.
Really call this a scathing activist lambasting Mr. Beast. The only thing that I think would perturb people is the white male figure part of it. Why is race being thrown into it? And that's a whole nother issue with, I think, a lot of people maybe in Kenya being proud and different things going on there. But as a whole, I don't really find to be an attempt at canceling Mr. Beast. I think it's someone who's just asked their thoughts, who is also helping tackle similar issues. Right?
You're right.
Then, if we look at back at this quote, Colin also says, others were upset that Mr. Beast highlighted the failures of the Kenyan government that maintain the stereotype that Africa's dependent on handouts and philanthropic intervention. Others. All right, well, let's take a look at who these others are. It turns out they are one other, a Kenyan politician named Francis Gaito, who criticized Mr. Beast, saying that, like he said here, Africa is dependent on handouts and philanthropic intervention. That's one dude. It's literally one person. He's right here. This is the video he made. And let me tell you, he got clowned on. The video's got 1.1 million views, 1.1 K likes, 1,000 quote retweets.
It's just people creating this narrative. So people are creating a narrative that Mr. Beast is getting canceled when he's not actually even getting canceled. It's just those why? What the fuck? This world is so weird and parasocial and all that shit. Wait, is that the right word?
He's also just an aspiring politician, which is just different phrasing for a dude. Aspiring politician's not a job. It's the hope for a job. I'm an aspiring YouTuber with 10 million subscribers. I'm not that. What's the point? What is the purpose of this? This all started because of the sentence activists, which isn't even accurate, by the way. The activists did not say that this helped perpetuate the stereotype that Africa is dependent on handouts. That's what the aspiring politician said. The activist, singular, said a whole different sentence. This is just a misquote. It's a malattributed quote. I don't know why the fuck Yahoo News did that. But because Yahoo News did that, then Colin showed up and did the same fucking thing. Colin showed up and he started quoting activists and others. But that's not right. It was one person, one activist. It was one politician that was quoted. And then all of a sudden there's like this huge group of people who are like, Mr. Beast getting fucking canceled. This makes no damn sense. I bet it's the liberals.
Yeah, so people get worked up on the other side too.
What the? It's not it. That's not what's going on, even a little bit, tiny bit at all. They're not following the SPJ Code of Ethics, by the way. If you're a journalism student or an aspiring journalist, this is what you should be following. The 4 pillars. I'm going to teach you it. You should remember this shit. And you ever see a journalist who's acting up, you tell them, hey, where are your pillars? Because they'll fucking know. That Yahoo journalist should know. Seek truth and report it. That's the fundamental. That's the basis of everything we report on. Act independently.
Okay,
right?
What does that mean?
You're not supposed to just retweet what other people are doing. You're trying to do your own fucking thing here. Minimize harm.
Dude, nobody does. Nobody acts independently as a news thing. You ride the wave of what you think people want to hear, right?
Harm. Oh, that's a key one. Make sure that everyone is treated as a human deserving of respect. And then be accountable and transparent. All right, how'd you find your news? If you fuck up, maybe own up that you fucked up. Yahoo News and the journalist there. I don't think you follow the 4 pillars very well.
Did they call them out?
Anyway, that's it. That's the Mr. Beast drama. The only criticism I saw of Mr. Beast that had any sort of support was this quote retweet that said, I think Mr. Beast would be an incredible channel if he talked a bit more about why he has to do this while doing it. Basically saying, hey, what are the systemic fundamental problems with maybe this group of people versus this group of people, and then fix the thing, and then say, hey, here's how you as an individual now informed with knowledge could hopefully help this or prevent this from happening in the future. Which, you know, is a fair criticism. Maybe you can argue, hey, it's a bit annoying to sit from the high tower and be like, do this now too, after he just added 100 fucking wells. You know, I feel like that's already pretty good.
Bro, why this guy got so much motherfucking cat hair on his mic? I just noticed. Damn.
But that doesn't really feel like getting.
Just want to lint roll that bit.
So it's all a bunch of hubla. He didn't get fucking canceled. Most people don't give a shit, and most people who do give a shit are just mad at people canceling him, which doesn't exist. It's one aspiring Kenyan politician and one activist who was misquoted. There we go. There it is. All right, let's do better fucking journalism next year, baby. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll make more videos if I feel good about them, and have a nice rest of your day. Subscribe. All right, goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. I'm a journalism major. That's why I always follow the SPJ Code of Ethics. I even have an accountability thing that you can click below where it shows all my errors. And there are a lot, so maybe I'm not a good journalist. All right, goodbye.
Ludwig.